children. So if for the ones, I do recommend either putting them on your lap or on one of the outside seats that are going to be seeing best. Make sure to stay on that seat or on that lap. Do not pass them back and forth across the room. Do not hold them up in the air. They need to stay exactly where they are. And also make sure you're keeping those hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the truck. The animals that live here do like to blend into their surroundings. Sometimes they're a little bit harder to see, but we're going to give it a try anyway, because that is what we do best around here, and we are actually very, very good at it. Alrighty. Now, to make our way throughout the reserve today, we're checking out all the bushes. Every now and then, kind of head poking on up. But we'll go right here on your right-hand side first. There is that okapi hanging around. That black and white stripe pattern on the legs and backhand side. So a lot of people believe they're related to the zebra. However, it's actually the only known living relative to the giraffe. Very shy and timid creature though. So shy in fact they were not discovered by the Western world until 1901. And then right here on your left-hand side, right behind this broken tree stump, there is a greater kudu right there. That's the second tallest antelope species in the world, standing just under 6 feet tall. Definitely looks like a female. You can tell that by the simple fact she doesn't have any horns on her head. Only males are known to have those horns.
I hope we see a reindeer.
I don't think there's reindeer in Africa.
Over here on the right-hand side, she's starting to make her way down the hilltop, a little bit hanging back in there. Nice little look at her while she's going on through. And then also, if we go up on top of the hill, there's a couple of reddish orange antelope that are making their appearance. They're kind of a little bit tricky though. There's one right up here at about 3 o'clock. It's a bongo. We're trying to find a couple more of them as we make our way around here. But if we go here on our left-hand side, take a look in this bottom left-hand corner. There's a black rhino taking a power nap over here.
Look at the rhino.
Now, unfortunately, there are fewer than 5,000 black rhinos left in the entire world. They need to poach you for those horns.
You're taking a nap.
Have a medicinal value, but we have found out that it's made out of the same thing that you can find in your fingernails and your hair. Unfortunately, though, that message has not made its way all the way across the globe yet, so they are still heavily poached. Ended up being a lot of bongos throughout the hill out here on your right-hand side. They're pretty much everywhere that we look back here. Nicknamed the ghost of the forest. Their horns are going to go on a backward slant, helping to run through these bushes super quick and disappear within seconds, which is why they were given that nickname of the ghost. But they're running pretty well. You wouldn't think red and orange would do too well out here, but they lay down just right. Actually works out very nicely. Now that's a couple different animals in one area. We're going to head on out of the forest though, start to make our way on over towards the Swampy River, so you can find that direction. They have so many trees to hide behind, sometimes a little bit easier to find something over there. Just keep in mind, guys, we do have an animal spotting guide up above your heads. That's a list of some of the animals that we may or may not find out there in the reserve. We don't always see all of them, but we do normally have some pretty good luck. And every now and then we have been able to find some animals that aren't even on that animal spotting guide yet. But we're going to try to go just around the riverbed here really quick.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Here we go. Back behind the island here on your left-hand side, there's a whole bunch of hippos hanging back there. They kind of look like rocks right now down there, but one of them just poked her face up.
Look at the hippos in the water over there.
Now, hippos do spend a good majority of their day in the water. Really, once the sun goes down, they are more likely to come up on land and get some much-needed food. But they can hold their breath about 8 minutes at a time, so you don't always see them if they are around. Quite a few of them hanging down here, though. It's a very nice-sized group. A little bloat. But they don't really swim. What they're mainly going to do is sink down to the bottom. And then they walk right along the bottom of the riverbank. We have all these grayish-white birds that are hanging around on the islands right now. Those are pink-backed pelicans. They do get their name from the pink coloration. It's going to appear on their backhand side during the mating season. They're more of a colonial bird. They've been found in groups of 20 to 500 individuals. That's what amounts by any means. That's for sure. Also, very large now. Crocodiles out there on your left.
Look at the big crocodile.
18 to 20 feet long. The
Whoa.
main length as they drop his skull. But if they stay completely still in the water, they can hold their breath about 2 hours at a time. And they do have a jaw pressure about 2,000 pounds per square inch. They're going to stay seated for you guys. Now, those guys stay completely still in the water. They can hold their breath about 2 hours at a time, like I said. But they're not the most dangerous animal in all of Africa. That title has indeed been given to the hippo. We're going to go check out the savannah next. That is normally where we can find some of those more popular animals. Hopefully they're pretty active right now, making their way through the area. Got some great views while we're down there. Looks like we got a little bit of traffic that's forming up here. It's always a good indication that they know that.
Are y'all seeing animals? Everybody's having a splash. You what? What are you scared of? Oh, the rhinos ain't gonna get you.
9 months out of the year, they're gonna hold all the water that they need in those trunks of theirs, which can easily be about 10,000 gallons. Some of the animals do know that. Might find a few puncture marks in that tree's trunk, maybe from elephants from going up to them when it's super hot out. And that way, they can get some much needed water. Other animals are gonna do too. Warm and dry it is out here. Because so many animals do rely on them during the drought, they get a second nickname, which you might be a little bit more familiar with. And it's going to be the Tree of Life. This spot right here, though, this is my favorite spot in the entire reserve. It's an absolutely beautiful view of how the savanna can just go on for miles on end. Savanna is molded by the animals that live here. The elephants are going to come on through. They knock down all of the dead trees and the bulldozers. Giraffes will go underneath the living trees. They're going to make them all the exact same level. They're the predators. Now, as those antelope come on by, they're going to mow the grass. Everything's pretty much taken care of by the animals, for the animals. We're just really here to observe them. Do a really good job of it. Start these small little tan guys here in the corner on your right. Those are little springbok. They can jump 6 feet up in the air and 13 feet across. They're only 3 feet tall, though, as tall as they're ever going to get. But they do what is known as pronking, which is about 60 miles an hour. Jump that 6 feet in the air. As they jump, they hunch their backs into an arc. You know, they're really excited. Once one starts, then we all start going. Not happen all too often. It's actually really amazing to experience it. I can see a lot of different species in this little corner up ahead of us here. Looks like there's about 3 or 4 different animals hanging out up this way. So we've got a lot of stuff in one small little area up here. It can be a bit tricky. I can see some cuteness up ahead of us here, though. That should hopefully work out fairly nicely. We're over here on your left-hand side for a moment, hanging out right here in the middle in front of the cave. There's an African wild dog hanging out over here. There's a couple in the back right-hand corner. That's probably where she's heading right now. These guys are also known as the painted dog. Now, they are the most successful hunters in all of Africa. They are typically led by the alpha male and the alpha female. No two dogs have the same coat pattern. They're all unique and different in their own way. It's kind of like their own individual fingerprint. So fewer than 5,000 of them left in the world. Sadly, the most endangered predator in all of Africa. Farthest back in the corner on your left are a few sable antelope. These are the official emblem out here in the Harambe Wildlife Reserve. So they are really special to all of us that reside here. Then you have a whole bunch of white-bearded wildebeest, which is one of the greatest migrations in the world. It's a great migration. Researchers were able to find one group consisted of 2.8 million wildebeest, the second most populated mammal. Second only to us humans, of course. A bunch of Maasai giraffes out there, including a couple little babies, about 6 feet tall when they're first born. Stand up on all fours in the first hour of their life. First thing they do experience though is that 6-foot drop down to the ground. Mom does give birth standing up a little bit quicker. And this is our newest family. It's going to be these Patterson's eland, tallest antelope species in the world, standing 6 feet at the shoulders. The adorable little baby going to go take a nap. Only seen this little one for about a week, so he's still fairly small as far as little ones go. A big male right here, they're about 2,000 pounds. They can still jump 8 feet up in the air, complete standstill. You can jump into the truck if you wanted to. So hope it never does. Be very scary indeed. And because that little one is still fairly new, we're going to be a little bit cautious going through there. So we're going to stop right next to him. I'll go up here to this giraffe though, so you guys can at least get a stopped giraffe photo while we're going through here. But it was a large group of giraffes. It was a tower. As they make their way through the area, they do get the nickname the Journey. Sometimes you can hear either word being used. So you only have 7 vertebrae in their neck, which is the same row we have in ours. They're just larger. They also have that 18-inch long tongue that just helps them reach the leaves and branches that are just out of reach. It is a dark purple in color. The mouth's quite often rather painful. That already gets separated. Then we have these bigger guys out here that have some of these beautiful horns on their head. Be a few Ankoli cattle, also known as the Watusi cattle, named after the Watusi tribe, the first domesticated them. Their horns aren't heavy, they're actually hollow. They have a honeycomb structure on the inside. It's going to act like a cooling system for them. Horns range anywhere from about 3 to 4 feet in length. But they are a symbol of wealth for the Watusi tribe. The sun goes down. Oh, there's something there. Thanks. Oh my god. Appreciate you. One at the water is an adult female. Then you have a juvenile a bit farther back, about 8 to 15 years old. Females stay with the herd their entire life. They're only 13 to 15. So that male moves off on their own. becomes a solitary animal. And then right here on your left-hand side, if you look right up on top, the highest point of the rock, there's a mandrill sitting right there. There's the monkeys, found in a group known as a troop. There's a couple walking around at the back area over there. See a lot of females. That one on top of the rock might be a younger male. He's got a lot of bright coloration on his face and backhand side. But we do need to stay seated out. But we're gonna go see if maybe we can find a few more elephants hanging around here somewhere. They're not really too far apart from each other, so we should be able to. Not 100% positive the duct tape that we're using is waterproof. We did run out of Gorilla Glue last night. That's really all that we have left to work with, but I guess it's doing okay for right now. Ooh, here we go. See some tusk marks. Looks like there's even some footprints down here in the clay. It's a really good sign of elephant activity. They do eat this clay. Gives them some nice minerals into their diet. Nice big area out here. Don't see anybody quite yet. I'll try to go up a little bit farther here still. Age groups already, so you got the adult females and juveniles, about 8 to 15, and then anyone under the age of 8 is considered a baby. We do have a second longest childhood, only to us, of course. Mom has to wait a really long time for that little one, though. They have a gestation period of about 22 months. When babies are first born, they're about 300 pounds. Although a big adult male can get up to 15,000, so there's plenty of room to get all nice and big. Every now and then you do find juveniles who actually take care of little ones, have like a babysitter for them. That way they're ready to take care of their own young. Time does come. This gives the mom a little bit of a break, which I'm sure she definitely enjoys. I can see the little black rhino that we found earlier. It's only about 3,000. The closest one to us, though, has got a little bit of a smaller back horn yet, but the one that's walking right in front of the truck ahead of us is definitely a lot larger. And here comes another one. All right. We're going to stay seated for me, guys. We're going to let all these guys figure out their life. Now, all rhino species do have horrible vision. They only see about 3 to 4 feet in front of them, so they probably didn't see that truck until they were right up on top of it. But they do rely on that sense of hearing and smell to make up for it. It's because of the lack of vision. They like about 35 miles an hour. We don't. Nowhere near it. They're looking pretty dirty, though. They've definitely been hanging out in that mud wall over there. Something to cool them down. Also work as a sunscreen and a bug repellent. Pretty much anything you need to do, it will do the trick. So you have 4 on your left and 1 on your right. Still hanging back in here. Big boy. And then farther down the road, there's a couple of Bonsbach out there on your right. They're really special. About 20 of them left in the entire world at one point. Fundraisers like this one, try to help our numbers grow a little bit. It is working.
They're walking.
It's really large predators hanging on top of here, using them as a lookout post. For the rock, the more heat they do absorb. So on warmer days, we really don't find a whole bunch up top of here. We do have better luck early on in the morning, later on in the evening, finding lions out there, which is becoming really hard to do nowadays. We have lost 50% of the world's lion population in the last 25 years. But it looks like we're actually going to be in luck on the other side over here doing his favorite thing in the world. Sleeping. Lions are very, very good at sleeping. They actually sleep on average 18 to 20 hours a day. There's a female up here as well. There's taller grasses to the right of the male. She's lying down right next to the back. Every single day for those tusks. We're going to do the math on that. There's 1 elephant approximately every 15 minutes. And that trend were to continue, those animals are going to be extinct in the wild in the next 10 years. We do not want that happening. So we're going to do everything that we possibly can to hopefully end poaching once and for all.